Warning, the following content you're about to see in this video should not be recreated or reenacted at home. Viewer discretion is advised.
The question everybody has been asking me and everybody has been waiting for. How do you not gain weight, or how do you stay in shape doing competitive eating? Hey everyone, Joel Hansen here, and welcome to today's Q&A. However, we're going to do something different. So instead of eating during the Q&A, I'm going to do some drinking during the Q&A. I have some water here. I have currently a gallon or 4 liters. I also have 2 liters of Diet Dr. Thunder, which is a knockoff Diet Dr. Pepper. Shout out to the discount crew. So how we're going to do this is every time I answer a question, I have 10 of them here, I'm going to roll a dice. If it is 1, 2, 3, I am going to drink 600 milliliters, this is about 600 mils, of Diet Dr. Thunder. If I roll a 4, 5, 6, I'm going to drink 1 liter of water. I'm hoping to get through the 10 questions. I will probably have to go get more water, so let's see how this goes. First question, and well, this is going to answer it. How much water can you drink? Well, I'm going to say liquid, and we're about to find out. So, I'm going to roll the dice, and it's a 1. So, here goes some Diet Dr. Thunder. That should be about a half liter. So let's start a timer. We just start it. And there we go. All right. So, how much water can you drink was the question. The answer, we're going to find out. Well, kind of. I'm probably going to have to stand up after a while. Second question. How do you prepare for a food challenge mentally and physically? So mentally, I go through the process. I will imagine eating the food, I will envision completing it, and I'll usually try to think of the best and worst cases. So if it's like a really spicy food, I'll be like, worst case, I just have to push through it. If it's an eating competition, like an eating contest, maybe I'll go through the motions. Like if it's hot dogs, for example, I'll envision grabbing the hot dog, grabbing the bun, dunking it, eating it. So I'll get the hand motion down. So that's mentally. Really have to prepare, think it through. Physically, usually I will do something kind of like this, not exactly, but I'll do a bit of a liquid stretch 5 to 8 hours before the contest. That way it can clear through me by the time I actually do the contest. And in the past, I haven't done it as often, or actually I haven't done it in a long time, but I'll do a max out or a capacity meal before. But that's kind of how I prepare for an eating contest or a challenge immediately before. So, we got a 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, more Dr. Pepper. Third question, how do you start competitive eating or eating challenges? I have always loved eating, and actually kind of getting into the bodybuilding, the health, and a little bit intermittent fasting, I think has kind of slowly prepared me for, we'll call it competitive eating. I started eating, larger quantities of food when I got into weightlifting and exercise, especially like vegetables, fruits, beans, like stuff that are bulky. I actually just got into food challenges by watching a couple of Randy Santel videos, always seeing food challenges on the menu and being like, oh, I want to do that because I've always loved to eat. And the day about around Christmas last year, I finally just did it. I was like, I'm going to do it. I did it. It was my first burger challenge. I sucked, but I did complete it, and I felt horrible afterwards, but I kind of got addicted. So that's kind of how I started. Roll again. 6. All right, liter of water. So these are 2 liters. So a liter is about right there. So I'm gonna drink the liter of water. All right, that's a liter. Okay. Next question. What is your ultimate goal with competitive eating and food challenges and stuff? I do it for fun. I kind of see it like golf. Golf is a very expensive hobby that people just do, you know? So I kind of see it as an expensive hobby. I do enjoy it. I love eating. And if I can get to a point where I start making a bit of money with it, it would be such a great side gig. But it's also a great excuse to kind of travel around and do a lot of fun. So my ultimate goal is to have fun and hopefully make maybe a little bit of money. But great experiences and eat a lot of food. 5, another liter of water. Okay. All right. We're about 6 minutes in, so I gotta speed up. The question everybody has been asking me and everybody has been waiting for. How do you not gain weight, or how do you stay in shape doing competitive eating? So that's a big question and I need to be short with my answer. So essentially you're gonna have a day of huge caloric intake. Let's say 10,000 calories. So then over the next couple weeks and maybe to the days leading up to it, you're gonna reduce your calories. It's a big process. And I'll talk about it maybe more in a future video, but I'll try to throw some pictures before my week-long eating trip in the States, and then after my week-long eating trip in the States. I do gain weight. Competitive eaters, most do gain weight. And if they don't, they're not actually digesting the food. It all really comes down to just huge caloric surpluses and then deficits. So dieting for weeks on end. It took me probably 5, 6, 7 weeks, and I still never got back to where I was prior to my trip. But I've also been doing some eating since then, so yeah. All right, that was too long. 5, more water, okay. I actually kind of like the Dr. Pepper, it tastes better. Next question. Who could you beat in an eating contest or challenge to feel accomplished? Well, in my last 2 eating contests, which have been the Smokes World Poutine Amateur Contest and the World Pumpkin Pie Eating Championship, I had a goal. I went by like a previous year rookie. I looked at what the best rookie number was the year before, and I wanted to match that or beat it. And I did both times, and I felt accomplished. Holy jumpets. So, I think that is kind of it. I mean, should I ever get to professional levels, there's people like, let's say Joey Chestnut, who if you beat, would be really, really cool. Like, I'm sure Darren Breed and Darren Eats, first time he beat Joey Chestnut, I'm sure he was like, that's pretty cool. And it is, and he's beat him a number of times. So, you go, Darren. All right. 3, nice, so Dr. Pepper. It just tastes a lot better. Next question. What food would you not eat? Well, there's a lot I really don't want to eat. I don't want to eat haggis. I don't like liver. I never want to eat cheese, but I do eat it. And like crazy foods like that balut, which is like duck fetuses or something in eggs, like I don't ever want to eat that, to be honest. There are some weird foods that I'd try, like a cooked, I don't know, cricket or something, but I don't want to try like balut and those crazy foods. Okay. 6 liter water. Alright, so that finishes the water once I'm done this. I do need to stand up too. Alright, I need that to come out. Next question. Why do you hate cheese? So this is a good question, and I definitely need to answer it because everybody always comments every time I say I hate cheese. So why do I hate cheese? I have a bit of a dairy intolerance, or I have a bit of an issue with dairy currently. However, I didn't always. So could I have adapted it? Yes, but I'm pretty sure it was self-inflicted. There were a number of years where I was on, about a year, let's say, where I was told to avoid dairy. I was on like an acne medication or something. And so I avoided dairy for about a year. Actually, probably a lot longer. And I believe I kind of self-induced lactose intolerance. That is a thing. It does happen. However, interestingly, I think forcing myself to eat some dairy, mostly from food challenges, I think it's getting better. But there was a time where things like if I ate dairy, especially cheese or something on pizza, I would have such gastrointestinal bloating and distress, like I would have to run to the bathroom, and I'm talking like crazy. So that's why I hate cheese. I kind of learned that, which makes sense just from like an evolutionary standpoint. If I ate cheese or dairy, it would hurt me. So I started hating cheese. Although I didn't always. I used to really like cheese on like nachos and stuff. I got a drink. 2 Dr. Pepper. Answer 2. We're in on 13 and a half minutes, so it's basically gone. Alright, drink. Oh, like I said, that carbonation. Ooh. Alright. And do you taste food? Yes, I taste food. The taste of food actually has a really great impact on how fast you can eat it and how much you enjoy it. Because if you enjoy it, it's going to go down a lot quicker. For example, I've eaten some burger and poutine challenges, which were like so gross that it was a struggle to get them down. You're just like, every bite you're like, gross, gross, gross. And I can even speak for even food contests, like eating contests. If it tastes better, it's just going down. Your body, it likes to eat. Think about it. You taste something the very second it touches your tongue. You see little kids who like, with a sour candy, they'll go, and still pucker. So yes, you taste food very much so, even if you're eating it as quickly as possible. And, gotta roll the dice. Well, I'm basically out of pop, so that's pop, of course, or Dr. Pepper. I don't have that much left though, so that's that. That's what this is gonna be for this question. Because I have one more actually. I have one more question. So we're at 16 minutes, so I would hurry. And I guess I'll chug another liter of water afterwards. Alright. Last question. And then I gotta get water. Speed chewing. Do you have tips or something along those lines for speed chewing? I'm also going to take this question as how do you eat fast? How to speed chew, you don't chew. How to eat fast, you don't chew. The quicker you can just put the food in your mouth and swallow it, without chewing is the quicker you will eat it. So that's how to eat fast. Alright, I'm gonna get some water. I have so much, it's the carbonation in my stomach which is really killing me right now. Oh, like I need to burp. I'm also freezing, which doesn't help. I'll pour this in here so you can see it. Alright, we're at 18 and a half minutes. So this did take longer than I anticipated, but that's alright. Cheers. Like I said, I feel like I really got a burp. If you ever chug pop, it's just like, it's not, your stomach is so full, it's just at the top of your stomach, there's just this like pressure. And it's just the dang carbonation. Whoa, there we go. Feeling a little better. It's coming out. I'm still mastering the stomach shimmy that people do. But it does help a little bit. All right, wow. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope that was informative. It took me 20 minutes, which is 5 minutes longer than I anticipated. So, answering questions takes time. Until next time, happy drinking.